It's another episode of Dynamite where we have signed the Big Show to a brand new YouTube show as a commentator and possibly an in-ring performer. Papa Buck getting involved in storylines, one amazing qualifying match for that Revolution ladder match. Kenny Omega's building some type of John Moxley extinction machine. And can we please talk about the fact that Britt Baker is not winning this AEW Women's Tournament? Oh boy, all that and more on this episode of Kimmy Talks Wrestling as we are dissecting the All Elite Wrestling Dynamite episode on February 24th. And yes, Kyle, I moved this just for you, so you cannot shame bell me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you all should check out the All Elite Pod at 7 tonight. Things are gonna get interesting, all that and more, and our brand new episode is starting right now. So we're starting with obviously the biggest news of them all. The Big Show has signed a AEW contract. Just like all of you, I was super shocked, but I see so many good things coming. This Big Show has helped out so much younger talent in the past at WWE, done so much charity work. This is such a huge get for AEW, so good job to TK and the crew. I hope someone has checked on Vince McMahon to make sure he is not dead from a stroke, a heart attack, or anything else. I'm excited. I'm also excited for the new YouTube show, AEW Dark Elevation, or Evolution. I think it's Elevation. I'm really excited for that. I think it should be really good. Hopefully it reduces the amount of time on Dark, so maybe it's 1 hour on Monday, 1 hour on Tuesdays. But I'm really excited. Like I said, a huge get. Welcome aboard, Paul White. Excited to have you. But let's talk about Dynamite. Papa Buck. We are involving parents in storylines here, and this is when you know it's getting good. So, like we saw last week, Papa Buck did push Chris Jericho, and MJF did swear that he was going to get his revenge. And how they did. When it was Brandon Cutler versus Jake Hager, of course Jake Hager gets to win. The Inner Circle starts to beat up on Brandon Cutler. Young Bucks come out, and all of a sudden we see Jericho and MJF after Matt tried to call him out, saying, we don't have to wait for Revolution. We could do it right here. We could do it right now. And Jericho and MJF pop up on the screen and like, oh, we're going to wait for Revolution. Like, we're going to do this on our time. But look at Papa Buck. Look at one of your own. And he had blood covered all over from him. He was in front of the production truck that had Matt and Nick's faces on it, which earlier in the night they were taking pictures of. And I think it was Jericho who was like, say hi to your son Nick. Boom. And then MJF was like, and say hi to Matt. Boom. And of course, the Young Bucks rush back there. Matt tries to go after Jericho and MJF, but the car runs away too fast. Then the Good Brothers and Nick follow the ambulance to the hospital. I'm really excited for this feud. I like that we're going in on the family aspect because Jericho and the Young Bucks do have a lot to build for this rivalry, especially with the stuff that they did at the Stadium Stampede match last year. So I'm really excited. I think it's something different too, and it really gives Jericho and MJF more heat to be like the bigger heels in this and definitely make them a established tag team in that tag team division before MJF does something at Revolution. But I'm excited. This was really good. I loved it. But this women's freaking tournament, I don't even know. Why? Just why? I just want a full explanation as to why Britt Baker did not win. Like, I just don't understand how you have someone so talented, someone so over, so hated, so loved, and you're not giving her the title. I just don't get it. I don't understand. It makes me very angry. If you did not know, Britt Baker lost to Nyla Rose. And I'm pretty mad about this. I just don't see the purpose. I thought the whole purpose of this tournament was to make Britt Baker the women's champion. And I don't know why we're waiting. I don't know if they're waiting for fans, as Kyle gratefully told me last night. But I think the time is right. The time is now, because if you wait too late and Britt's star power starts to decrease, it's not going to be worth it. I understand that you're waiting to get that fan reaction, but I don't know when that's happening. Some states are starting to open up. Like in New York, I believe it's 10% at the Barclays and MSG, but still that's not enough. I don't know when we're getting full crowds again, and that might not be for another year or so, so why wait? But the match was good. I'm just very angry. I feel like the wrong person won. I don't want them to put the title back on Nyla. I don't. I think it got like leaked that was gonna happen. Like Nyla was gonna be the finals and Nyla was gonna win. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like she wasn't a good women's champion when she had it the first time. Like if it's gonna be Nyla and Rio, put it on Rio. Do not put it on Nyla. That's just a mistake. But that match at the end though, with Lance Archer and Rey Fenix, that was good. That was so good. Oh my god. The Britt Nyla match went a little long, which it was good. It was a good match, but it went a little long. So the main event only had like 10 minutes. But this match, Rey Fenix is probably one of the most like talented wrestlers ever, and he lost to Lance Archer. I'm excited. This match is really good. Phoenix is super talented. I would love to see him get the world title on. But I'm excited to see what Archer does in a ladder match. I'm just kind of upset that the Lucha Bros aren't in there together. Just like, why? But Darby Allin is flying from the rafters. This was so funny. So, funny story too. So, I was watching AEW with my roommate, and my roommate never usually watches AEW with me. She only really watches Raw or SmackDown. So, I was explaining to her, like, the two tunnels of, like, how the heels come from this way and the faces come from this way. And she was like, the Varsity Blondes came from the heels. And I'm like, no, they didn't. And she was like, yes, they did. And I'm like, no, they didn't. And she's like, so Sting did. I'm like, no, Sting and the Varsity Blondes came from this tunnel. I'm telling you, they did not come from this way. Sting and the Varsity Blondes are good guys. And then we come back from commercial and they show the replay. And she's like, oh, it was those guys. And I'm like, Ricky Starks and Brian Cage don't even have blonde hair. How do you mess that up? But anyway, what do I know? So, it was Varsity Blonde versus Cage and Starks. Cage and Starks get the win. Easy win for them. And basically, they show a video and Darby Allin is in a body bag with Sting face paint on. The lights go out, snow starts falling, we know Sting's coming, drags out a body bag. Taz's son, Hook, is in there. And then all of a sudden from the rafter, Sting points to the rafters like he's pointing to that WrestleMania sign. All of a sudden you see Allin coming down, flying, which is kind of cool, on a skateboard, and then beats him down. Sting did look kind of winded after 2 moves though, so yike. But this was really good. It was definitely something different and not just a Sting promo, thank God. But I'm really excited for this match. I'm excited to see at what capacity. Is it going to be cinematic? What Sting's going to do? Not what Ricky's going to do. Well, I guess what Ricky's going to do because he's in the match. Darby, Bryan, what everyone's going to do. But I'm just happy it was something different. It was not just a Sting promo. Because if it was just a Sting promo, I probably would have thrown it together. I would have been very mad. The Dark Order keeps poking at Adam Page, which is kind of funny too. It's him versus Isaiah from the Private Party. Page gets the win. Matt Hardy was ejected from ringside, and like Matt Hardy was like, "Oh, you choose the Dark Order over me. Now I'm gonna hurt all of your friends," and he like hurt 5. And I was like, "Well, no one in the Dark Order really likes 5. Like that's really not doing anything. Like everyone hates freaking 5, but okay." And I'm really hoping when Adam beats Hardy at Revolution that he joins the Dark Order. I feel like it's just meant to be. It is really just meant to be. But that's mostly everything that happened on Dynamite. I don't think I missed anything major except for like that John Moxley promo in the beginning was really good too. Because he was just describing like, oh, what do you think of when you think of like an exploding barbed wire death match? Like, this is my element, this is what I do, like, I'm gonna win. And like, it was a very passionate promo, and like Kenny's like, I'm making I was about to call him a John Moxley, like, exterminator, like, extinction kit. And I'm like, what? Kenny, you don't even build. Like, what are you doing? It was kind of funny. I thought it was different. And then freaking Don Cal is just like, where's the privacy in this company? Oh my god. But that was really all the major stuff on Dynamite. I thought the episode was kind of good. I'm just very angry that Britt Baker lost. But the episode was pretty good. Not a lot of botches, but I like. And we're on that road to Revolution, which is next week, so this go-home show better be interesting. But that is all under Dynamite review. Make sure to like this video, comment what you guys thought about Dynamite, early Revolution predictions, which we will be out with next Friday. Make sure to subscribe, click that bell for notifications, and I will see you guys all Saturday with our SmackDown review. And yes, Kyle, I did move this for you. And if you want to know more, I'll even plug Kyle. If you want to know more about all things All Elite Wrestling, make sure to check out the All Elite Pod at 7 o'clock on the No Holds Barred Network YouTube channel. You can also check it out on Fridays on Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you get your podcasts. Kyle and Tiff do a really good job dissecting everything AEW, so if you want to know more information, they cover BTE, Dark, rumors, speculations, Dynamite, and everything else, and everything in between. So make sure to check that out. And